of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the MAC, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Army's offense will go to work first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Dropping back, it's Mateer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Finds his man, it's Gibson. Turning it on! They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. He's bringing a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Quickly complete. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Ball in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got his man down the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He'll do it himself. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
And the Black Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been.
There he goes. Drills him with a stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Touchdown Sooners! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Number 9 with the catch and score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Give to the fullback. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Quick toss. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A run for the quarterback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. He'll keep it himself. Oh, better look out! And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Reed. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. That's reeled in. It's Fortner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert. Touchdown, Army! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Finds his tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Just going to keep it after the snap. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Black Knights want to pick up the tempo. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He's got his man, makes the grab. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He's got the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown. They need an onside kick recovery.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give as they work on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Makes the catch. It's Ott. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that